Hello beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This was not an intended video that I was going to be doing. I just finished a beautiful transcendent womb healing, connecting my womb and my heart and my throat chakra. And I just had as I said, a transcending experience. And throughout that, I was receiving a lot of intuitive downloads. I was receiving a lot of messages, and I realized that they needed to be, this one in particular, needed to be shared with the collective. And this is a confirmation for whoever is drawn to this beautiful message. Your spirit guides are coming through, my spirit guides are coming through, and my intuition was coming through highly for this one. So I just wanted to quickly set up my space. I still wanted it to look as nice as possible, but I wanted to quickly set up the space. So I asked Spirit for me to allow me time to set up my space and still receive this intuitive message. So the overall arching message of this, or key theme of this message, is everything that you are, everything that you are now. I don't know how to convey it. Yes, I was getting it. Everything that you are has led you to this moment. Everything that you are right now has led you to this very moment. Please sit with that, because I know you can easily say, of course, what else would I be in this moment? But Spirit really, and our spirit guides really wanted to say, everything that you are, everything that you have done, everything, every course of action, everything that's come up in your life, every choice you've made, every moment you've followed your intuitive guidance has led you to this very specific moment in time. It has led you to who you are right now, in this current form, in physicality right now. And that is profound, and that is important. We are going through a lot of transcendent times at the moment. The collective consciousness is waking up, and there's a lot of profound healing work and a lot of things that are being alchemized for a lot of people, especially our sensitive souls. So those who have been intuitively guided to this message, I need you to know that every moment up until this point has led you to this very moment. I know that sounds adult, but please take that in. There is a reason, Spirit is saying there is a reason why everything has happened the way it's happened, specifically why you've taken specific action in specific areas of your life, why you've been intuitively guided, and why you are where you are right now, here in this point in time. It all has great meaning and great purpose. And a lot of it, I'm hearing a lot of it is to do with healing generational wounds. If you feel like you've been secluded and lost some friends, we just had the new moon in Virgo go through with the effects of the full moon in Pisces, which was a few weeks ago. Very emotional, and there's a lot of planets retrograding. I'm not super into astrology, but I listen to other intuitives who are into astrology, and if there's been like a big purging in your life right now, and some people have left your life, or there's limited access from, like, unintentionally but also intentionally, you may have limited your access to these specific types of people, and you could, in one sense, if you're feeling the emotional effects of all the cosmologies if you're feeling these effects of all of those things right now, there could be a part of you that feels like you've been secluded and sort of alone, like a lone wolf. I wouldn't say you're necessarily feeling lonely, but there's a reason for it. There's a reason why everything has led you to this current point where we're purging old beliefs, we're purging old patterns, we're purging old feelings, old cycles, old people. It's a whole clearing out of that, and the Spirit wants you to know that it's for a reason right now, and that is because your soul is elevating and you're going through a transitional period of elevation in the most humbling of ways, because everything you have been through up until this point in a lot of ways has been trials and tribulations. It has been difficult. It has been hard. For some of you, you're still feeling that effect of the new moon in Virgo, so you may be still feeling the intensity of some of these emotions that are being purged right now, and you may be still, in a sense, stuck in those energies of stagnation. Not stagnation, like you're still going through. So I just like picked up the card here, Elephant, and this is so beautiful. I feel like it's addressing. This is a new deck. I was called to use it. I don't actually, I don't know the proper meaning of the cards, but I'm feeling like we're addressing elephants in the room now, and we're bringing them to the light. Maybe these are these are wounds, old wounds and patterns. Things are coming up, and we're addressing them with so much more love and clairvoyance now, and seeing things from so many different perspectives. Yeah, it's truly, it's such a gentleness that's being bestowed upon here, because I feel like for so long the elephant was misjudged, the elephant maybe being you, but I'm really feeling like maybe it's a part of you, a part of this this deep inner child, or this deep unhealed part of you inside of you. And you know, if provoked, what happens when an elephant is provoked and scared? They're all, you know, trunks up and it's they can be quite dangerous, and it can be quite scary, because it's like, well, we don't really know like what's setting this elephant off. The elephant's been set off, but it's coming to the light now, and there's such a gentleness and a calmness, and you're really holding that space. There is a holding of space for these parts of ourselves, for these parts of other people, even if you're not directly in physicality with them right now. As I said, with the purging of the new moon, even if you have limited access to them, or more so they have limited access to you, and other people who have been I'm just laughing at myself, because sometimes I really don't know how to convey what I'm saying, and it's so funny, and then I lose what I'm saying. Oh gosh. Yeah, just parts of yourself, or people you have just gone, for my highest good right now, I cannot have this person a part of my life. I cannot have them having access to my energy, period. And I feel like even if it's it's even if it's from a distance, these people, you are still holding space for these parts that had been so intense and terrified, that these are just parts of yourself that are just so scared. And I mean, I look at the elephant's eye here. I don't know if it's gonna focus properly. I look at the elephant's eye here and he just looks so terrified, like he's only just calmed down. We're only just starting to hold these parts of ourselves, and we have been holding them, but I mean really holding them with so much love and so much alchemy, and just acknowledging that everything had its divine purpose, even if it didn't feel that way in the past, that everything has led you to this moment. So I'm going to read from the guidebook to get a better understanding of this imagery that Spirit came through with, and we'll just add on to what I've... Solid, formidable, awesome, unstoppable, breakthrough, doesn't forget, intelligent herd society. Seeing elephants in their world is a privilege only few can know. Our encounters are of the enslaved ones. Awesome, superior, endangered, and heart-rending. Even within these circumstances, they are willful, and observers can feel their restrained power, intelligence. The message here says, unstoppable and strong, you can move like an elephant. Sure-footed, intelligent, and with a great memory. Beware, no one steals your ivory tusks. The elephant god, Ganesh, will help you get started and break down barriers along the way. And there's another little message here saying, better it is to live alone than in no fellowship with a fool. Live alone and do no evil. Be carefree like an elephant in the elephant forest. And it's funny that it says better it is to live alone, because with all these purging of the energies, as I said, you've been feeling alone, not like lonely, but you've noticed it's quieter, there's less energies around. And I wholeheartedly believe that is for a reason at this point in time. I also strongly got an intuitive message, and this is was for myself, but I thought in correlation to this other message, this is going to also resonate with a lot of the collective. So yeah, with the feeling of alone and everything leading you here, you may be like, I'm so lonely, but it's not that. Universe and spirit and this space, God is giving you this space right now to reflect. I've been seeing 666 like no other. Oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing 666 everywhere non-stop for the last week, and I've just been like to myself, why am I seeing 666 so much? Like, and that means reflect. And I'm like, I'm always reflecting, but I've just correlated now, like, God is giving you this space right now to alchemize all of these things that have led you to this point, and allowing you to truly deeply reflect, and giving you that space and that more of a clarity of mind. And if it doesn't feel like that just yet, we still are feeling the effects of the new moon. However, we will be coming into the next full moon, but I'm not really exactly entirely sure about full new moon, but I think the effects of the new moon will last the whole month. So there is that. Another one on the bottom of the deck, we have crocodile. There's also like an evil eye on the boat there that I've noticed. So it's like, and there's you like from a distance. So how beautiful are these cards, by the way? Like the artistry, is that the word, on these cards are just absolutely beautiful. I am so in love with them. But yeah, so with the crocodile being on the bottom of the deck, I'm feeling like it's, yeah, you're really observing and reflecting from a distance, from these maybe vicious cycles or vicious people, places, or things. There is a strength in you to still be aware of it, acknowledge it, but safely from a distance, so you can alchemize these feelings now. Okay, and let's also see what the guidebook has to say. Quiet, patience, opportunistic, veiled eyes, dweller in hidden places, creature of nightmares and dark rivers. Worshipped in Egypt as the god Sebek and often mummified. Oh, crocodiles are creatures to fear and respect. The thrill of terror and teeth fascinate people like horror or action movies. Dark notes accentuate light ones. The message here is crocodiles are always lurking in the swamp, in business matters also. Keep alert and resist their seductive powers. That could be a message for someone. This could be you really stepping into just some new, strong, profound energy with all of these things that you've been alchemizing, all of these things that you have worked through, acknowledged, purged, reflected on, to build yourself up to this person that you are right now, to be able to see different perspectives, to realize things on such deeper level, and maybe even through the eyes of God, in a sense. That is something to be feared and respected, and I feel like you're stepping into your power now, and people are acknowledging that. Yes, why we have the evil eye. People are acknowledging that, and maybe some people are also acknowledging that from a distance. They're not saying anything, but some of them, and if they're from a lower vibration, and that's not crapping on them, that's just where they are right now. And maybe some of them are not willing to do the work. They're not willing to have parts of their soul transcendent, and they may be watching you and lurking from a distance, like the crocodile watches and lurks, right? So they may be watching you and lurking from a distance, and in a sense, maybe some of them are even, there's a jealousy or there's some kind of evil eye being cast on you. Spirit says, like, you don't need to worry about that, because you have transcended so much further than those lower vibrations, and that's not something you really need to worry about, because no one can, like, we all have free will, and no one can really, like, do anything on a soul level. Like, no one can really fuck with your energy unless you allow them to. And yes, you can get triggered, but then you also can look at what those triggers are bringing out for you and why. And you can also just remove yourself if you realize that you're at a place in your life where you are more elevated than you once were. You have grown through so much, and you're just on a new level than you once were. And I'm not saying they're beneath you, I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that your perspective has grown so much, and maybe their perspective is still where it once was, where yours once was too. And that's fine. Everyone has their journeys, everyone takes their time. People can stay in the same perspective and stagnation for years. Like, we all have our seasons and our cycles depending on where our placements are in the cosmos, right? But yeah, the evil eye from these people, it's really nothing to worry about. You know who you are. You're strong in your presence. And these are two really strong, like, animals too, really big, strong animals, and they both are just respected in their own way. And I feel like has such a correlation, really. Yeah, so the message, I read that if this resonates, take it. If it doesn't, don't take it. So crocodiles are always lurking in the swamp, in business matters also. Keep alert and resist their seductive powers. So we're aware, we're following our intuition now. Everything has led us to this point. So, you know, if we're feeling like something is just a seductive power play, we're not going to fall into that trap. So there's also a little message here that says, the gloom of ignorance like the deep water, lust like the rolling billow, sorrow like the floating bubbles, false views like the macara. Amidst all of these, only the ship of wisdom can carry across the mighty sea. My gosh, that's so profound. That really just accentuates this message that I was saying. So through all of these tribulations, the gloom of ignorance like the deep water, lust like the rolling billows, so all these feelings and these things as a human that we feel, like the floating bubbles, of false views like makara, which means a crocodile-like sea creature, Hindu myth. So it's something mythical. Amidst all of these, only the ship of wisdom can carry us across the mighty sea. So we have been intuitively guided all along by our spirit guides, by this inner wisdom. And yeah, to know that there is a reason for all of this. And this is really what carries us across the mighty sea. Wow, so incredible. Okay, and I was also being guided to do a couple of tarot for you guys. I really have no intention of doing a reading or anything tonight. I really had intention of cooking dinner and going to the gym. I really did not think I would be up here making a video for y'all, but the message be loud and clear, so I was like, I need to tap into that, and I also need to convey it, and then I also wanted to get some more clarity in messages, so I was seeing what decks I was intuitively being guided towards. So spirit, angels, oh, okay, we have cards be falling out. Lots of cards. I don't know if I want, you know what, I'm going to use them because they fell out. So we have, just gonna, I don't know where you guys can see it, that's fine. So we have the King of Wands in reverse. So the King of Wands, right, in reverse. Yeah, so it's like you've been really holding the power within you with this King of Wands. You're holding this power within you, but because it's in the reverse, for some of you, it's like you've been dimming that light that you hold, and you're unsure, like you had been unsure of yourself. You've almost been putting out that light, like putting it out, that light that shines already within inside of you, and the magic that you withhold. So for some of you, yeah, I'm gonna get the book for clarity, because I mean, I get intuitively guided, but I also need the book. So the King of Wands in reverse, you are in a leadership position but not ready to fully step into that role. Preferring to work in the background, you may have a clear vision, but you need to embrace your leadership skills to bring that vision into being. Okay, so yeah, right, okay. So this does tap into what we were sort of talking about, because you're given this space right now to get clear on this magic within you, this light within you. You really have a time now to reflect on that, and maybe you do have heaps of visions for where you see yourself and how you want to bring your purpose to life, and how you want to influence others and uplift others, and also you know, just for your own personal reasons to make yourself more elevated. And you have all this vision at the moment, but you're sort of, you're sort of in the background a little bit. You haven't fully let yourself completely shine. And this is like, all of this is a message for myself as well. And I completely get that, because I haven't been letting myself completely shine. I have heaps of vision. I have so much inspiration, and then I just don't. I've just been sitting on it. So maybe you've been sitting on things as well, and we're really using this time right now, this time of loneliness, to reflect and to dive deep and to really just understand our power. And when the time is right, because we're going through a transition at the moment, your soul will just boom, bada bing, bada boom. She gonna be elevated. So then we have also the King of Cups upright, and I feel like, yes, this is you. I don't know if this is annoying, because I feel like these are kind of showing up backwards on the screen, so I probably need to work on something to fix that. I'm just shutting my curtain because the neighbors, like, people that live, anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so the King of Cups, I feel like this is you in that waiting period. See how he's holding out, I know it's probably showing up backwards, but he's holding out his hand and he has this cup, and I feel like it's you in this waiting period right now to just have all this inspiration to just pour into you, and more intuition to pour into you, and gifts from the universe. And it's a reminder to stay patient in this, during this transitional time period right now. Really stay patient and know that beautiful gifts are coming to you. What is meant for you will be for you, and patience is a virtue. We're making little rhymes. What is meant for you will be for you, and patience is a virtue. Okay, so also clarify with that as well, the King of Cups, you are in control of your emotions and have the maturity to feel your feelings without allowing them to get the better of you. You balance the head and the heart perfectly and are the master of your inner and outer worlds. Yes, man, thank you. That's really the energy that we have been tapping into at the moment. As I said, there's been a lot that's come up emotion-wise in the last couple months. I mean, really forever, but as I said, with the cosmos at the moment. But yeah, you really have stepped into this king energy of just being able to sit back on your throne, observe your feelings, observe other people's feelings and perspective, and in a sense emotionally detached from that. Not saying you're not a human, not saying you don't get sad. You feel your feelings, but you feel it in a sense for it to go through your body and then out, and then for you to see a new perspective and go, okay, I can understand why my body was feeling this. I can understand and correlate it to maybe past anxieties, past wounds, past experiences, past traumas. But then you have this such emotionally intelligent, so you're really sitting in this King of Cup energy right now, and we're being patient, and we're allowing these gifts from that to come through, because the universe is about to bless you. Yes, we also have the Death card in reverse. So yes, old cycles being completely cleared out. Yeah, just a total rebirth. Like, the Death card is so beautiful. It's just a total rebirth. I mean, I know it's in reverse, but I still get that strong sense of that. And if you're on the other flip side of this, the people who are still sensitive at the moment and still going through the heavy emotions right now and still purging, know that all of this is coming to you in your divine cyclical timing. And this may also be a message on why it's in reverse for those who are feeling a little bit stagnated with purging these emotions at the moment. So the Death card, let's have a look. So the Death in reverse, you are experiencing deep inner change, letting go of an aspect of yourself that is no longer serving you and making way for something greater. Do not resist the change. I mean, it speaks for itself. If that's not confirmation, then I don't know what is. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles. And yeah, I feel like this is you just really, really working on yourself right now, really building yourself up in new, profound, beautiful ways, really just working on your talents. For some of you, fine-tuning some visions that you've had, fine-tuning some masterpieces. You're focused, you're making progress. So let's also confirm that. And I like that these are all major cards. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, 8 is also the number of balance. So everything is coming into balance right now. This is really a time for balancing. Like I just cannot get over it. So the Eight of Pentacles upright, you leverage your determination, conscientiousness, and attention to detail to get the job done. As you do the same task over and over, you work your way towards mastery of your craft. So as I said, we are in a period where we are breaking cycles, and maybe we've been working on these particular cycles for a long time now, and maybe we're feeling like you keep thinking to yourself, I've been experiencing the same thing over and over again, and each time you think to yourself, okay, this is the time, okay, this is the time, I finally am clearing out this old karmic cycle, okay now, ooh, okay now. And I've heavily resonated this with my own life, but just know that Spirit is saying like this is really a fine-tuning, a mastery of this alchemization of understanding and breakthroughs and elevating your soul. Like there is just so much soul elevation and beauty coming through. It is just incredible. And then also on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanging Man, and he's in reverse. The Hanging Man, he looks so cute. So we're tying up loose ends at the moment. Yeah, we're tying up loose ends, maybe of things that we needed to completely, maybe even tasks for some of you that you needed to get done, or maybe, yeah, in business, some of you are tying up some loose ends there that you needed to get round to. Maybe even in your home, you're clearing up clutter in your home, and all those, just tying up a lot of loose ends. That maybe like some projects that you started for some of you and that you're finally finishing. And yeah, also healing of relationships, so tying up the loose ends with those relationships, and of course healing within yourself. So the Hanging Man, so the Hanged Man in reversed says, if you are feeling stuck and in limbo, surrender to the process. Trust that this period of pause is for your highest good. This period of pause, oh my God, what did I say? If some of you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling like it's a stagnation, no, this period of pause is for your highest good. What new perspectives are becoming visible to you? This honestly just confirms this whole message that I was saying. It just confirms it. Okay. So I'm going to pull one more card from the Healing with the Angels Oracle card, and we're going to ask for some advice in this current moment moving forward. So those in the energy of reflection, elevation, and also just quiet, I guess in a sense, quiet period. What advice from the angels do we have moving forward? What can we focus on, look forward to? Enchantment. Oh my goddess. I want that to focus. Enchantment. How beautiful is that unicorn? Oh, she's gorgeous enchantment. I really feel like there's just such an alchemy to look forward to. There's the magic coming back into your life. There is beauty coming back into your life. There is stamina coming back into your life. Purpose and drive coming back into your life. Now, claim it now. That is what you have to look forward to. And you're really, you're going to start to see everything that's led you to this point now. And take a breath. And look around. And be so incredibly enchanted by everything, even if you've been at the same old job for some time now, or you've been doing the same old routine. There's just this fresh perspective of enchantment, wonder, magic, and beauty that you're seeing in the world. It's a fresh perspective, and that is what we have to look forward to. That's what we're getting from our angel guides, and it's also a push to have a will to keep moving forward. No, that does not mean exceed yourself until you drop on the floor, because this is a time of deep reflection and a lot of sitting still at the moment, but it does encourage you to have a push forward, to keep that momentum going, to keep that stamina going, and confirmation from your spirit guides and your angel teams to say that you are doing beautiful, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Like, you've got this in the bag. You are getting there. It is okay. You are transcending, and you have so much to look forward to. There's so much magic coming to you, so much drive. So let's just confirm and see. Let's read the message that the angel card oracle deck has to say in regards to this card. Okay, enchantment card meaning: recapture your childlike sense of wonder and awe. View the world as a magical place. Remember when you were a child and how magical the world seemed? I'm getting emotional because it's so beautiful. I love inner child work. I love connecting to that inner child. Okay. Remember when you were a child and how magical the world seemed? The sense of enchantment is the spirit of our inner child. Somewhere along the way, did you lose that sense of wonder? The angels ask you to recapture your magical sense by remembering that a miraculous power surrounds you. Ask God and the angels to help you with anything, small or large. Don't worry, you aren't removing angels from more important tasks. When you ask for their help with everyday situations, they truly want to support you so that you are free of worries. In that way, you exude the joy and wonder of children who trust that they are taken care of. And when you are joyful, your divine light inspires everyone who sees it. And I really just think that is such beautiful, beautiful confirmation of everything we just talked about. There's visions that we spoke on, coming to the light and tapping into that and inspiring it, like lighting up your own soul, lighting up your inner child, as this card highlights. Lighting up your inner child, like what fuels your childlike enchantment, what fuels that magic. What did you love doing as a kid, what that you probably even forgot about? 9 times out of 10, and these are my own statistics, if you delve back into something you loved doing as a childhood, you still love it now. There's a high chance of it. And being in that divine light, tapping into that childlike divine light. I mean, we always see children, I mean, I know when they're having tantrums, that's besides the point, because that's another thing I'm not going to get into, but when they're so present and they're so in love with life, and they're so just happy to be here, just having fun, playing in the garden or riding bikes or whatever it is, painting, playing drums, anything, making mud pie cakes. It just, when they're in their divine light, you see it, like they're glowing, and their giggles and their laughter inspires and lights up everybody else around them. And that is you, that is the potential of you, that is what we and all of us have within us. And this is really the period of calling that power back and really stepping into this transcendent energy now, and just this alchemizing. And know that you have been given the space and the time to tap into all of that. This is such a beautiful message. I'm so glad that I followed my intuition and I was like, okay girl, we gonna sit down, we gonna do it. I hope this message resonated well. I really hope that this was the beautiful confirmation that you needed in this period of time right now. I'm sure that it is. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And I cannot wait for us all to transcend, elevate, and just be in pure joy of who we are in any given moment. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.